G'day everyone, Goober here with another Torchlight SS6 video. I noticed a couple of comments on a recent video of people saying I don't know how to get through the campaign quickly. So I thought I'd just touch on a couple of things in this video. One is, as you can see, I'm already in town, so this is not a fresh character. The first one that I'll just quickly touch on is making alts. Now, alts in this game are very rewarding. It looks like there is 10 primos per 10 levels after 60 that you can get per character. So you can level up every other character. You've got access to them all. They're all free next season, except for the new one, the Mermaid, Aquaman, whatever you want to say, call her. So the easiest way to level up a new character in Torchlight Infinite is to get yourself a really good lonesome ring. Now this is another really good way of making currency early, as people will get about a week in and then want to start an alt, and the last treasure trove in the game drops lonesome, and you can get some really good lonesome rings. So the way that it works is lonesome drops with skills that are level 1 to 10. Let me find it. I don't know what is going on. So it's if only one ring is equipped, the main skill is supported by level whatever added erosion, cold, lightning, and fire. So basically this means that even if you have a 1 link skill, it is now a 5 link skill with all this extra added damage. This can go up to level 10, as you can see. It goes up to 15 apparently. But the base is level 10, so you can just add all of these in here and then change this to a minimum of 8. Hopefully there is one up. It is kind of late in the season, so I don't actually expect anything. Unfortunately there's not. We go down to 7s. But if you are in, say, week 2 of the league, there is more than likely going to be one of these. So here we go, 139 flame elementium for one that is a level 8, level 9, level 1, level 9. So at the start of the league there's going to be a lot of lonesomes up for sale of various qualities. You could just get one for 1 flame elementium. Generally, I'll probably get to maps and I'll farm up some lonesomes, and I will sell any that are average level 7 or above for 10 to 20 flame elementium, just to get the initial FE rolling. And it is a quick fix at the end for your treasure trove. So you get a really good lonesome. That's great. It gives you a lot of extra stuff. However, one of the biggest cheats that you can get is having enough energy. So the obvious choice would be the Omniscient prototype. This gives you Almighty, which is own massive energy. It's basically just, it'll give you 120 energy, which allows you to get a 5 link immediately at level 1, and that item requires level 1. There is another chest. It is a strength based chest, Glorious Journey. This is also an absolutely fantastic alt item. It reflects a ton of damage, gives you a whole bunch. And if you filter the search and make sure it's item level 80, it will have, again, bad at the end of the season, but early on in the season you'll be able to pick these up with energy on them of people dropping them at maps, so they'll have a higher item level but still only require level 1. And yeah, so it'll have energy listed. Unfortunately, none of these have it. I'll just quickly check my stash, see if I've got anything in here, but it looks like I have cleared it out pretty thoroughly. I do not want to spend primos, thank you. And I don't have any in my inventory. But anyway, that is just a really quick way. Obviously, you can twink the absolute hell out of your alts if you really so wish. So you could get a really good glorious journey, you could get a really good lonesome, and then you could go and go for the advanced search on some craftable belt or something like that, and just give yourself something insane. Because as long as the item level is higher, let's go with a wand or a staff, for example. The base gear requires level 86, 76, blah, 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 blah. This is the level that you can equip them at. Hopefully you can get one with an item level of 80 or so. If you can't find one of those, just go to the next one up. And at the start of the season, people will be selling these for a premium. But if it's a twink, you can get a really good item early on. This is a really bad video so far. I did this this season, 34. We're getting a bit on, but here we go. There's an item level 100, level 34 item required. Now you could craft this up to be multiple tier 0 absolute god level item, and then just use that at level 34 during the campaign. But anyway, that's for Twinks. Let's start a new character, and I'll just go over some tips on how to progress really quickly. This will be based on Boom Moto. It is the class that I will be starting with next season, and I'll see you in a second. Alrighty, so we've just started a new character. And then all you want to do is just skip almost everything that you can. Ensure that you're pressing D to talk to things, and just escape to avoid the any of the dialogue, because hopefully you're not a brand new character and you don't care about the campaign. You're looking for the Torchlight, blah blah blah, and you just want to get through here as fast as possible. One thing I will have to do is disable my loot filter, because nothing is just... Ugh. I'm a liar, apparently. I was going to say nothing's going to show up, but obviously it will. I forgot that the loot filters don't really apply until you are up to Act 3, Chapter 3, which is the end of the game, basically. So what you want to do is just... Basically, if you want to blitz through the campaign as fast as possible, is you just want to skip all the cutscenes, ensure you are killing as fast as possible, and don't get too hung up on what is dropping. If you start getting one shot all the time, then you might want to adjust your gameplay. However, treasure troves are an excellent way of just getting up to level as fast as possible. So you can just blitz a few treasure troves. If you go past a treasure trove after completing it once for the skill point, then you can make a judgment call of, am I strong enough? Can I just keep ignoring it? And especially on Automoto, I don't put any skills into the talents, because I don't want to keep resummoning my minions. I just want them to go through and blitz everything in the game. So I will shut up for a minute, and then I will show you, well, as you can see, I haven't used servant damage or anything like that. One of the items that you'll be looking for is gear with life and life regen, mana regen, stuff like that, so you don't have to use your potion anymore. They are very, very important stats to get on gear. And then you look for stuff like minion skill level, if you can get that, spell skill level, etc. If you get a +1 minion skill level wand early on, then that is just going to do you for pretty much the entire campaign, and that's one less item slot that you can filter out if you want, or just ignore looking for again. I don't want to die to that. just press K. You may as well chuck this stuff on. Why not? Go to the blink, put that in, and crack on. I've purposefully not applied any pro builds because generally at the start of every season they wipe the pro builds, so you won't have one to follow. And if you are playing on hardcore or solo self-found, I apologize, but they don't seem to care about you and your pro builds, so you don't even get the default one. That may be updated in SS6, but every other season it has not been the case, and you just have to wing it. So if you're doing alts, obviously you can load up a quick campaign build, but otherwise you are just following the default build, which is pretty strong for Boom Moto. I mean, it's just all minion damage stuff, and then you can reset it for free when you get to campaign anyway. Just don't forget to buy Oblivion points if you are going further than that. As you can see now, my damage is starting to fall off a bit. I have picked up a couple of items, but nothing really fantastic. We should be getting a treasure trove relatively soon, which will boost our level. It'll be a bit slow for the first run, but you just do it 3 or 4 times and you get massively over leveled that way. Another key tip is to not really bother about stopping for too many packs of monsters. If you get a big pack like that, then sure, feel free to kill the blues and maybe the rares. If it's too long to kill a rare, just ignore it and move on, because the treasure trove will catch you up and it will blast you through the campaign a lot faster. And you don't really need to stop and kill any specific rares and stuff along the way, as again, treasure trove, unless it gets nerfed into the ground, which I don't see it happening. You know, it's a really good mechanic to allow you to just keep spamming through the campaign. Alrighty, so we're coming up to our first treasure trove. You really should complete the treasure troves at least once as you teleport through, because it gives you a talent point every time. Let's quickly just have a look at playtime. So I'm 10 minutes in. The first treasure trove, level 8. The treasure trove is high density and it gives extra XP and stuff, and it has a lot of loot and stuff. Don't get too wrapped around what drops during the treasure trove unless you are looking out for key things. If you have the filter set up, you can have it to look for life regen, that sort of stuff. Rambone wands are the early game minion wand. So you might want to pick up a couple of those if you haven't been doing so along the way. Then you just look at the legendary that drops, which is a glorious journey in this case, which is the reflect one. So now bosses will one-shot them on me, one-shot themselves on me all the time. And then we can just go through and clear it again. Now we do a fair bit more damage. We've got a couple of extra levels. And you just go through. I was level 8 at the start of the last one. I'm about to hit level 10. It's pretty easy early on, so I'll probably do one more treasure trove. The boss at the end gives you a huge spike of experience points, so you can just grab those stuff and keep moving on. I'll quickly have a look at what we got. We got boots that kill you, use at extreme caution. That's level 12, so I can't use that yet. I'll do one more and then I'll use my talent points and crack on with the story. So we're level 11 already. I believe it was it 10 minutes when we got here? I will check my timer in a second once we clear this area. There we go. He's down. Another glorious journey. I could check that out. I'm almost level 12. Check our inventory for time. So that was 2 minutes to go through that and get 3 levels, almost 4 levels, and a couple of legendary items. And then we just keep smashing through the campaign. After this boss, I'll use my talent points. Look at the gear again just to see if I have any more life regen stuff. I doubt I will, but you just never know. Level up your skills. Use your talent points. And just keep following the recommendation early on. No need to be too picky. Go through, maybe lock that. Oh, I can use it because I just got level 12. Sweet as. See if this is better. It's not. Got a hat. I didn't have a hat before. I didn't have a necklace before. It's the same of what I've got. I think I had a ring drop. Yep. Doesn't really do much for me. A little bit of mana. And we'll just recycle the rest and keep cracking on. Now, because we stopped and over-leveled at the treasure trove, all you need to do for each level from here on is just run past everything. If your minions kill stuff along the way, fantastic. If they don't, who cares? Because at the next treasure trove, that's when you're going to stop and get some XP. So it's not the end of the world. If it's a white exclamation mark, you don't have to talk to him. It's not part of the campaign. Just keep cracking on. Go to all the bubbles and just keep pushing as fast as possible. This is actually a pretty good test as the new season comes out in a couple of days. So yeah, maybe worth putting a couple of hours into testing it out, refamiliarizing yourself with the paths and stuff. And as you can see, with very, very little investment, your minions are just clearing the entire campaign for you, and it's all a bit of a joke, but at least it's only a couple of hours on season launch. For some reason I seem to go really quickly on my first character, and then on all other characters I forgot to talk to someone, or it hasn't triggered. There we go. All other ones, even with Twink gear, I seem to be slower. I don't understand why, but maybe it's just the hype of season launch that allows me to push through as fast as possible. With the pack spirits that you get, you may as well just go with your damage pack spirits, because if you go with the extra XP ones, they don't really do anything outside of the treasure trove, because you are going to the treasure trove to outlevel the areas. I should probably get hit a couple of times by the pool. I have Glorious Journey, so I just killed him with the reflect damage instead of waiting for my minions to do the job for me. Alrighty, we just reached the second treasure trove. It is currently 20 minutes in, not too bad. This one's a kind of an annoying layout. It's very linear, but you just need to kill a few things, get some upgrades, and you'll be good to go. I haven't used pretty much anything except since the last treasure trove, so I might be a little bit squishy. Just be a tiny bit careful and progress through. Hopefully I don't die. As you can see, I'm very, very squish. But this is where you would level up, upgrade your gear, and crack on for the rest of the campaign. I think Cooperite wands are the next minion damage wand. So you just punch through. Try not to get hung up on killing the last couple of stragglers, and just focus on the blue packs, the yellow packs, and the rares, as they will give you the most XP, as well as the boss at the end will give you a bunch of XP, as well as the legendary. So we've got a level. Still getting 100% XP. If you look in the top left, you can see how much map base XP gain that you're getting. If that drops below, say, 60%, the treasure trove is probably way too under level for you, and you should move on and start working towards the next treasure trove. So that's that one done. We've got a yellow Cooperite wand. Quickly check that out. Regens 23 per second. That's really nice. We don't have a second wand. Minion damage, int, blah blah. Yep, sure. It's better than that one. Ideal. See what the boots are like. Movement speed. Regens a whole bunch of life. So that's fantastic. Physical skill, shame. Spring Resurrection, that'll be pretty good next season. I believe it's getting revamped. And yeah, so what are we up to now? This is 22 minutes in. I have died once to the poison, which was a bit of a shame. But now that we've got better boots and a bit of other better stuff, we can always go through and use our 7 talent nodes that we didn't use before as well, equip some pack spirits and start blitzing through this a little bit easier. Bum, 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 bum. One short. Let's put on a pack spirit. Summon this guy. That one's level 6, however it is also, I'm doing the wrong ones. Revert. They're useful later. Not really useful now though. Anywho, just clear this. I won't keep this video going much longer because you get the general idea of just blitzing through, looking for a good wand with +1 minion skill levels on it. You can always highlight that in your loot filter to come up with a massive star and whatnot. As you can see, after just one of these runs, we're far tankier. We're doing a lot more damage, and yeah, so you just blitz through, level up past your level, and then you can just run through and annihilate the campaign. Spend 2 or 3 minutes each time you get to a treasure trove to out level, and then you can just keep blitzing through the campaign. Just remember to not stop too much on enemies, and just let your minions deal with them as you run past, because getting to the bosses and the next treasure trove are how you will progress quickly through the campaign. Alright, I think I'll end it here because you get the general idea. I can just keep doing the same thing over and over again, but that would be quite boring. And I'll be doing this again on Friday when the season goes live. I hope this helped. Level 20 in 25 minutes. That's not too bad. And yeah, I really look forward to next season, and I look forward to seeing you all there. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.